external server error, it just does. So the next task we want to do is we want to set up Avalanche. So we're going to go to cd/var/www. This is the default directory that Apache uses to serve files. So this is the bit where we need to have Avalanche sitting in. So I'm going to get the latest version of Avalanche from Google Code. So here is the latest version. It's always in the featured download. So if you right click that and copy link address, we're going to go back to PuTTY and we're going to wget the file. I put sudo there because I don't have write permissions because I'm in as a user. You might need to do that for a few things. If it doesn't let it happen, just stick a sudo in front of it generally. So there's my file. Next I'm going to untar it. It's a GZ file, so I need to use the Z tag. I want to extract it. I want it to tell me what it's doing, and it's file archive. So ZXVF is the tags that we want for this particular one. Give it the file name. It'll tell us that we've extracted everything. So as I can see, everything's been extracted nicely. If I go to 192.168.0.120 address, as you can see, the Avalanche GUIs come up, which is exactly what we want. It's not working at the moment because we actually don't even have rtorrent open, so we need to have rtorrent open. I can of course refresh. I'm not going to really know anything because unfortunately we haven't got any torrents listed. The quick way I can see if it's working is I can go into PuTTY and press D to throttle my connection down to 50. All that I'm doing there is just going to see if it's picked it up, and it hasn't, and I can tell why it hasn't, because we haven't set up our settings. So you want to go into sudo nano settings.php, which is this file here. So we're going to open that one up, and we need to change this to RPC1. The authentication we set up earlier, need to change the username and password settings to that. So if you wouldn't mind looking away while I just put in my super secret password. And we don't need to restart anything, it should be able to pick it up. If you manage to find yourself stuck like this, the best thing to do is tail-f/var/log apache2 error.log. Tail basically gets the last few bits of the file. -f tells it to follow. So what it'll do is keep the file open, and anything that gets added when you refresh, it's a new set of logs straight away. So I'm going to have a look. As we can see, I've retardedly said Apache as opposed to Apache 2. So I need to go back and edit the sites enabled, the rtorrent. You need to change this to Apache 2 if you hadn't already. Yeah, sorry about that. So right, Apache 2 CTL restart, and that should now work. Of course, we need to start rtorrent. Let's throttle it down just to see if it's working. And as you can see, it says 50k here. So that means that we've picked up rtorrent. We can see what's happening with it. I know it's not very friendly at the moment in giving you error information. As you saw, I was just struggling with it. It will be later on. Remember, this is a development version. This is 0.9 beta. So don't do this unless you're confident that you can. Right, so the first thing we're going to do now to test it is try a torrent. So I'm going to search for Ubuntu torrent using Google. Scroll down a bit, you've got all the torrents here. So I'm going to give this a try. Copy link address. I'm going to go to Avalanche and click open and see if it opens it. Fingers crossed. So let's try adding and you can click this to resume when opened, as it says. So this one's already downloading or starting to, and this one is now paused. Okay, so that seems to work fine. So we've got a working setup. Well done. Thanks for your time, and hope you enjoy Avalanche.